Off the remote shores of the Solomon Islands, the ocean is more than just water. It's a living thing. It breathes, it remembers, and sometimes it gets angry. Among the islanders, there is one name spoken only at night in hushed voices as fishermen tie knots for protection and children peek over their blankets. A name that carries the weight of every soul lost to the sea. Adaro, the sea stalker. The legend says an Adaro is born from a violent death created when a person drowns suddenly. Their soul splits in two. The peaceful half moves on to the next life, but the vengeful half rises again. As Adaro cursed to roam the waves forever, a ghost with a grudge against the living. They say the Adaro hunts during the liminal hours. Those moments when the sky changes color when the sun rises red at dawn and sinks in blood orange at dusk. These are the times when the sea holds its breath, when the boundary between our world and the world of the drowned becomes thin. Sailors who have survived its presence claim they've seen something far out in the open ocean. A dark silhouette riding a waterspout, balancing on the churning sea like a shadow surfer. Its body is said to glisten like wet stone, its hair long and tangled with seaweed. Its face half human, half something else entirely, but it's the eyes that truly freeze the soul. They are described as pale, empty, and hungry, as if they've been staring into the abyss for 1,000 years. And the Adaro doesn't just watch. It hunts. It doesn't need claws or teeth. The Adaro's weapon of choice is far more terrifying, poisonous flying fish. With a flick of its hand, it launches these creatures from the sea like living arrows, each one carrying a venom strong enough to render a person unconscious, leaving them to slip beneath the waves. Old villagers tell stories of boats found drifting, returning to shore without their captains. The nets are full, the lines are coiled, everything is perfectly in place, except for the fisherman himself. Gone, vanished, and sometimes lying in the center of the deck is a single, dead flying fish, no bite marks, no struggle, just an eerie silence. Survivors often report hearing one final sound before the attack, a long flute-like whistle traveling over the calm water. It's the calling card of the Adaro. Some believe the creature targets those who disrespect the ocean people, who take too much fish, who ignore the warnings of the tides, or who forget to leave offerings for the spirits. But others say the Adaro hunts anyone who makes the mistake of making eye contact. If you see it, and it sees you, you are marked. Fishermen cursed by its gaze report a feeling of being watched for days afterward, even on dry land. The sound of dripping water follows them through forests and villages. Dreams of drowning haunt their sleep, and some, they say, never wake up at all. But the most terrifying tale comes from the outer islands, a place few dared to venture. A group of fishermen once saw a waterspout forming too close to their boat, spinning faster than any natural storm should allow. As they stared in horror, a dark figure rose inside the swirling column of water, its arms spread wide, its hair flying wildly, and its eyes glowing with a cold, ancient rage. One by one, flying fish rained down on their deck like poisoned knives. 2 men fell instantly. The others frantically cut their lines, pushed their boat beyond its limits, and fled, never to return to those waters again. To this day, no one goes there after dusk, not even the bravest souls. Because the Adaro is patient, it remembers every intrusion, and it is still out there riding the waves, gliding through the deep, listening for the sound of a human breath carried on the ocean wind. So if you ever find yourself alone on the water as the sun begins to set and you hear a long, ghostly whistle carried by the breeze, do not turn your head, do not look into the depths, and whatever you do, don't stare into the mist, because if the Adaro knows you're there, it will come for you. Thanks for watching.